Why does the go live window keep stretching across both screens and enhancing to the largest possible size? I don't get that. I'd like to get that, but I don't. It's a minor issue. What keeps happening? Who cares? Hello? We are going to go continue the sniping spree. Or sniping trip. Snipe trip? Something like that. Whatever you want to call it. I don't know if the fan will be more audible today. I moved it to a different position where it's... Before it was obstructed by the couch. Now it is unobstructed, but further away, so I don't know if it's... Might be more hearable, who could say. And... Alright, where are we going? We're going to France. I think we were always in France. Well, no, we went to Guernsey, which was British Island. German flak cannons have scattered the American airborne assault. A rallying point will need to be secured to push further inland, secure the town to establish a post for the U.S. Rangers. What about the airborne? What we got Rangers? Hold on a second. Let me look at something. Mission. What time period was this mission as well? Alright. Yeah, 4 primary missions left and then 1 extra. Although I might be switching gears soon if a certain announcement I caught wind of is what I think it's actually going to be. I may end up bouncing between games again. But, I suppose we ought to bring our new weapon, huh? The M1A carbine, which is probably the least ideal sniping weapon. But that's what we're bringing. Also, I learned something. Usually after the streams, when I unlock a new weapon, I'll spend a bit of time going over the upgrades and such. I've come to realize that you want to keep the toggleable stats up. This looks like it just simplifies everything, but for some things, it provides you better information. Which is why I have the wooden pad instead of the magazine pouch. I kind of like the look of the magazine pouch, but it's not about looks. The magazine pouch just affects reload time. It affects the whole rate of fire bar, but it doesn't actually make the weapon fire faster. Also, knowing what things can be modified, you kind of want to keep this fully up if you want a better feel for what's what. Alright, I just realized I turned the music back on when I did survival. Yeah, let's go.
June 1944.
Whoa.
Operation Overlord, the Battle of Normandy. We helped prepare the way by destroying coastal installations. But that was just the overture. This was the main event. The largest amphibious assault in history. The Germans didn't know what hit them. Allied forces made ground fast, fighting their way off the beaches, pushing hard into the mainland.
Isn't it a little early in the day for the drops?
And the Germans are rallying.
Or late, rather? At least in every game I've seen, they usually do this during the, like, very early hours before the sun's even up.
Villages like Dupont-sur-Douve, a strategically important choke point. The 5th Ranger Battalion has been ordered to secure it, so we can move troop convoys through deeper into the mainland. I've been attached to help them.
Hang on, boys! This is it!
Now, I'm not exactly what you would call a historian, but Wouldn't it be airborne on the glider? Did they put Rangers on gliders? Wouldn't the Rangers be busy assaulting Point Du Hoc right now?
A good one. Need to find the Rangers. Figure out the situation.
I am extremely confused with it being Rangers on the glider. I'm sure. I hope somebody corrects me on what's what. Wait a minute, where were those guys who we looked at a second ago? I like the sounds of battle in the distance. This place sounds a bit more happening. There's a guy. What is he doing? Okay, he kind of stopped. If you saw him hopping there.
There's an armored car patrolling the village. Looks like a 222. We can't push through until we take it out.
Seriously, are you Rangers or what? Also, you got a scope on your M1 too? Like, optics weren't super common in this time period. Like, for snipers, but hardly any, but no one else. What is this, Battlefield 5?
Yeah, routes are too well coordinated. We need to sabotage their comms before we can take that bridge.
Find the broadcast location and silence them for good. Got it.
He's got a scope too. Why do they all have scopes? Oh, and I can get information on these guys. Adam Johnson wants to start a band when he gets back from the war. Oh, cool. Let's go check this guy. Are you guys just gonna stand around the whole time? Make me do all the work? Seriously, this game makes Rangers look like a bunch of lazy pricks. Pete McAllister. Worried about his brother Kevin's plane and if it's even still airborne. I swear to God, if I don't see one of these Rangers do something. Alright, where are we? Alright, we're far down south here. This isn't much of a Silent Boy mission, is it? If I had thought of that, I might have actually decided to go loud for this mission. Maybe I'll play it a little fast and loose this one. We'll see. Let's see, neutralize defenses and investigate the western bridge or the eastern bridge. We've got communications, field HQ, blah, blah, blah. This is an interesting. I like this mission already, and I've barely seen it. Reports indicate U.S. Rangers have engaged German forces holding the bridge. Oh, Rangers are actually doing something on the other side of the map. Well, they better still be when I get there. There's a crashed glider. And kill Joan Totman. Oh, sorry, Jan Totman. For some reason, that first A looked different than the other A. Major Jan Troutman. Tactical mastermind that has been successfully blocking Allied advances through the area. Killing him will strike a decisive blow to any German counteroffensive. Kill Troutman with poison. I guess I'll have to find some poison, huh? Adamant that he has a bullet with Hitler's name on it. Is that another M1 with a scope?
Nazi's got a sniper watching that bridge. Our boys are pinned down. Bastards taking shots at anything that moves. We need to take him out. And fast.
Don't worry. Not found a sniper who can beat me yet.
Every single one of these guys has a scope. It's kind of confusing. I like it. I'm on the front lines now. Listen. The sneaking around and the more behind the line stuff, I can dig it, but this I like. He's competing with Gottberg, says he's winning, but is just one-upping Gottberg. Oh, there's the armored car. Would that be our sniper? Fought against U.S. Rangers in North Africa and hoped to never meet them again. Oh, yeah, this is not exactly our... Oh. There's your sniper dead. What? Where'd the boy... Oh, they all went back. Alright, they're all... Alright, so while I go do all the work, they're just gonna go suck each other off. Alright. Yeah, the sniper was not a difficult task. Visibility is not great from back here, though. Yeah, just because everyone else is being loud doesn't mean I'm gonna suddenly stop being quiet. I'll keep up the sneakiness. There's another glider. And the music on this level is pretty subdued, actually. So I think I'll leave it up. And considering it's not, like, super quiet, I feel like it kind of works. There's that weird flashlight effect. I keep seeing it and it keeps bothering me.
Nazi patrols are out in full force. They're not gonna make things easy.
When do they ever? Can't believe the Allies think their invasion here will succeed. There's number 3 back there. Not highlighting him. There we go.
This guy's got something I want.
Fascinated by chimpanzees. Hopes to one day run an ape sanctuary. I'll spare that one.
so still. Das gefällt mir nicht.
Beep.
Ist da jemand?
Huh? Oh, fucking hit the wall or something.
Wir sehen uns in der Hölle, du schweinheldiger Mistkerl. Komm raus!
Can't help but feel somewhat robbed that my sneakiness was immediately countered. Oh, and the game remembered to autosave. Last time we played, it stopped autosaving.
Du machst mir keine Angst, du Feigling.
Listen, we don't go red here. We go yellow at worst.
Think I've grabbed all I can.
Denker, I know you're desperate to get stuck into the Americans, but they're not the only threat out there. That resistance menace has been picking off our men one by one. We haven't been able to contact Schubert's squad since yesterday, so he could well have struck again. On top of that, we think they may be using weapons taken from our own armory. I don't know how they manage such a thing, but from now on, the doors are to be sealed at all times. Nobody gets into the barn without my express approval. Sounds like where we'd find a workbench. It took too long, otherwise I could have shanked him. Knows this invasion is probably the end of Hitler's fortress Europe. He's smart. I'll spare him. I like that I've started doing this. It's a little... It puts a little extra spice into it when you're selective with who lives and who dies. I already like the background ambience of this chapter way more than any other chapter I've done so far. So where's the... Is the barn around here? Let's go over there and deal with that first. You know, I gotta look something up. That this is... It's really bothering me that you can't crouch in this perfectly shaped place for crouching. Or crouch, prone. For some reason, you can't prone over here, which makes 0 sense. I gotta look something up. I feel like this isn't a question that I can get easily answered. (319th, 320th, 82nd Airborne, blah, blah, blah. 327th Glider Infantry. Glider Infantry were poor cousins to glamorous paratroopers. Air landing units were standard line infantry converted without any option. In the United States Army, glider troops did not receive the extra pay awarded to paratroopers until after the Normandy invasion, where they provided essential support to the parachute regiments. This blatant inequality treatment came after the attention of U.S. Airborne High Command, and from that point forward, glider troops were issued the same jump boots and combat gear as paratroopers, including the M1A1 carbine with the folding stock, which, funnily enough, isn't an option for the M1A1. I don't think. Wait, M1A1. Yeah, no, in this game they didn't have that. That's not weird. There's just weird little absences of things I'm noticing suddenly. Okay, so glider troops weren't the same as paratroopers. They weren't even equipped the same way. So maybe it's not that outlandish. I always figured they were on the same footing, which they were after a certain point, but not until after this point in time. I see. And of course everyone heard that.
Need to take a vantage point. That barn might do the trick.
That's not where I want you to throw that.
Hab verstanden. Wer wieder ab? Verstanden.
Knows they will soon push the Allied invasion back into the sea.
Versteckt euch!
Plans to live in Austria after the war if he ever gets the chance. Yeah, shooting through cover works with a higher powered bullet, but not with this weapon. Poke your head out. Ideally not while vehicles passing. Then again... I was going to use the mass sound to shoot him, but that also works.
Can't find anything else. This will help.
Great, now until we get away from that, it's going to be blowing up constantly. Have a seat. Yeah, he looks very comfortable. Good lord, it's dark in here. Okay, eyes have adjusted. Unfit for duty. Troutman is going to get a lot of good men killed. Really? The intel we had said that he's quite smart. June 11th, 1944. I am writing to register my objection to Major Troutman's actions in the line of duty. His mind has become clouded, and his leadership can no longer be relied upon. Troutman hides away in his quarters at this crucial time, terrified of the local resistance who have called him out by name, allowing his growing paranoia to dictate his every action. Meanwhile, his men are forced to act as glorified butlers, fetching his meals as he cowers indoors. I refuse to watch these men die as a result of his cowardice. I insist that he be relieved of duty as soon as possible. Oberleutnant Koring. Is determined to drive the Allied invaders back off French soil. Looks like I can whoop. I can slip across that way. Oh, who's that? Fought against U.S. Rangers in North Africa and wants revenge for them for his dead comrades.
Bridge is too well defended. Need to find another way across. Preferably somewhere with less heat. Water's low enough to cross here. Just need to stay quiet.
Crouch, dumbass. They don't like the noise from that exploding truck. Huh? Huh? Oh boy. Suddenly getting very crowded around here. Thinks this small French village will be these Allied soldiers' graves. I wish you didn't have to use the binoculars to get that information. Like, if you were super close and you aim at them like this, you could get the information too. If you want to play selective shooting like I'm doing, then it's not exactly very feasible. It's kind of unwieldy at close range. When Shed Any Tears of Someone puts a bullet through the head of Troutman, doesn't believe the rumors that this is all the start of the real Allied invasion. Whoa. Motherfucker. Recently conscripted, is afraid that this would be both his first and last battle. He wasn't around here before. Wait, sound heard? Fuck, 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 fuck. I took a few baby steps. Came through the goddamn window. Fuck nugget. Come on. Getting alerted by regular walking steps? Eat my ass. There goes most of my fucking subsonic ammo. Already put a second body in there, didn't I?
Packed full. Can't hide another body in this.
God, I hate it when the same button to release a body is the same button for using your item. So I keep wasting bottles. I tried to pick him up before he was fully down. Wow. Wow. I've seemed to have temporarily gained Vinny's passive. I'm usually not the sort of person who stumbles across bugs. What? Ah! Okay, going... Okay, going down took me out of it. Into the hole. Oh, boy. Okay. Maybe I can get into this house without more people popping up. Or more people hearing me walk. Oh, did you look at that? Alright, all that's left to do for this little town, other than, you know, cleaning it out, because the rangers are lazy, is to deal with that little fella down there. Did I pick up a satchel charge? I do. I do have a satchel charge. You know what? Let's try using a Okay, that's how you set it. It sets right on the ground there. Let's try to get this fella in the... I don't think it did anything. I heard it pop up. Subsonic, very powerful, very quiet.
Moment mal. Ja.
Oh, come the fuck on. I'm this close to it and you're gonna detect me? How about you eat my ass? What's the point of this? What's the point of being stealthy if I can't get behind you without you being able to see me through the hull of your goddamn car? Actually bad design. You're in a fucking tin can. You're not gonna hear me creepy crawling around. Okay, was he alerted by the decoy and he just wandered off? I think the game is mocking me. Look away. Turn all the way around. All the way around. Fuck off. Go on. No. No, that's not how that works. No. Could you try going to hell? So who designed the detection systems for APCs, and were they even like a cognizant living human being? Because if they were, I think they need to get their brain removed. Like, I am not visible. I am not hearable. And you're doing this to me. I'm trying to be as sneaky as fucking possible here, and you're making it blatantly impossible for me to do that. So if you would kindly, like, correct your game to not be dog shit, that would be pretty cool. It's mostly just because the turret was facing that way. Never mind the logistics of actually being able to see me. Hey. So, Rangers, I dealt with all the heavy stuff for you. You gonna come over here and do something, or is this still all up to me? They're not gonna show up. Who am I kidding? Huh. It's not one-use trap, I guess. Haven't even done that much, and it's already been about an hour. It hasn't felt like an hour, it's felt more like 10 minutes. 20 minutes. 30 minutes, let's be fair. He's bruised. Knows these American Rangers are no match for Wehrmacht troops. Ah, bottles. Sneaky, sneaky.
Spannend, oder? Plötzlich sind die Mistkerle überall. Sie stürmen die Strände, fallen vom Himmel. Ein richtiger Krieg.
Sie haben uns überrascht. Das ist alles. Wir drängen sie noch zurück. Der Feind ist nicht vorbereitet.
Mit Leuten wie dir und mir können es die Alliierten nicht aufnehmen.
Hältst du mal den Mund? Du machst mich nervös.
Wants to kill an American from every state before the war is over. Well, I hate to tell you that, but at least half of those states don't have anyone living in them, so it's an impossible goal. Yeah, I can't aim that way from up here.
Looks like some kind of weapon stockpile. Need to find a way in.
He didn't alert anyone else, so I'll allow it. Barely been making use of the environmental kills. Oh, look at that, an eagle. Wait, they heard me? Oh, for frigs. Ah, these guys are gonna come by and they're gonna get alerted. Alright, now they found a dead guy. Is this a weapon stockpile? This ain't the weapon stockpile. They were talking about that little shed over there. I found a chair for you. Screw off. I just went in a glorified circle. Or did I? Oh, no, I didn't. Subsonic for match. Workbench. Now the final stock, the lightweight stock, which clips through the fast thingy attachment. And a new compensator. That's a good recoil break. Okay, that's match ammo for the submachine gun. Are those guys ever gonna go away? Has been faking his night patrol reports. Spends them hiding behind cover to avoid the resistance fanatic who has been operating in the area. Huh? Who's seeing? Who the fuck? Whomst? Oh god, there's a fucking tank. Ah. Man, those guys over there are just not going away. Doesn't even know the name of the village where he might one day die. Because these guys over here are now in a perpetual state of alert, I don't know if they're going to come this way or not when they hear these sounds. Or if they're hearing these sounds. Okay, I think maybe they did. It looks like they're spreading out over this way. Hold up a second. This isn't the pistol I didn't mean to switch to this pistol. Alright, maybe not. Maybe it was just that guy who's coming over from this way. Here's his footlocker being rummaged through
Nazis
after he
have
dies.
anti-air guns spread out over the valley. I should take them out if I can.
away.
Help our boys in the air. An AA gun. I should take it out. Help the rest of the boys in the air.
Ow!
That's all.
Also, how would taking this one out help the boys in the air if nobody's even manning it or attempting to use it in any way? Alright, so much for the weirdly hitbox-shaped... Just want to get them more out of sight. And nobody's even using this AA gun. It's not going to help anybody if it's destroyed. It's not even being used. It wasn't even being used before I killed the people who were around it. So where am I going next anyway? I guess I could smack around here to get those other AA guns. I'm not going to go over here until I know where the poison is, because that's how I get the Model D. Those guys are all behind buildings. I kind of want to deal with them, so I'm going to.
Haben Sie Fortschritte gemacht? Ist an der Brücke alles verkabelt?
Jawohl, Herr Gruber. Heinrich hat die Zünder selbst gesichert. Die Brücke gehört so gut wie uns.
Heinrich? Heinrich hat die Zünder? Sie haben sie ihm gegeben? Ach du meine Güte. Oh, wenigstens können wir sicher sein, dass die Brücke zerstört wird. Hoffentlich wartet er auch, bis die Amerikaner kommen. Die Augen auf. Ich will, dass die Brücke jederzeit gesprengt werden kann. Wegdrehen.
Could have taken a shot. I think they just keep tripping over the body. Wait a minute. That guy over there is yellow. What? Why? The best way to deal with these guys is probably going to be to cross back the other side of the river and get into those ruins and just start blasting them from there. Otherwise, it's going to be like this forever. Yeah, I'm gonna go deal with them. Maybe once I clean them out, I take those Panzerfausts up here and immobilize that tank. Not a single Panzerschreck in sight. There's only one German anti-tank weapon in this game, and it is the Faust. Vegetation around here does not lend itself to ground level sniping. Huh? What? Why is he red? How is he red? In what world was I spotted? And how were they from that world able to communicate to this world where my location was? Starting to get very irritated with this level. At first I thought, man, I love the aesthetic of this, but now I'm just thinking, man, this sucks. Everyone instantly knows where I am at all times. My desire for total stealth is somewhat undermined by the fact that I can just reload anytime I want. You know, maybe it... Ah, jeez, now they're all spread out back there. Fuck off. Ark. They all know where I am instantly, even though it would have been quiet and very hard. But they can't get in here. Where's that guy going? I just need to kill these guys. Huh? How'd you instantly see me? You're not even looking this way. Did they update the game and, like, remove stealth? Or something? Like, what is going on? You know what? No, I do kind of semi-still hate this. Okay, good. This is perfect. Are they gonna fuck off now? Is this one of those situations where reloading the game tells them that they shouldn't be here anymore? I'm probably not going to be that lucky. Oh, god damn it. Go down. It's amazing how I first went from, ooh, I'm going to like this level, to, I hate this level more than any other level so far. It is treating me poorly. The way that just flipped around so quickly is honestly astounding. But I've also had people tell me that, hey, this game does seem buggier than the last one, so maybe it is just a buggy clusterfuck. I honestly don't know what to say. All I know is that it's been an hour and I've barely, I've not even gotten a full quarter of the way into the level. Because I insist on being as stealthy as possible even when the game denies me that luxury. And this is just a very sniper-unfriendly area. Just everything, there's just too much garbage in the way. I have to maneuver horrifyingly close to try to snipe anybody. And all of the high vantage points you can barely see anyone from. Ah, but I got the sound mask helping me out a bit. Somehow they're spotting me through the window in this dark room. Alright, even with the sound mask, they seem to have marked my position. At least I got some of them. You are instantly detected. You are not all looking into this fucking window. Interesting choice he made, though. That guy had slow reflexes. We've almost dealt with this parade of nonsense. No. Now that was a maneuver.
This will come in very useful.
Why does it sound like this one's still on? Holy shit, what an ordeal. What a fucking ordeal. I'm just gonna go ahead and booby trap every single one of those, hope the game doesn't delete them, and if anyone tries to come around here again, I get blown up. Anyone comes around here again, they're gonna get it. That tank is rolling around alerting people now. So that's also something I gotta deal with. Really, I should be playing into the spirit of the level and just going, you know, maybe playing a bit more aggressively. We're like part of the initial landing, and yet I'm still doing all this sneaking around. Every time I find my way up to some kind of vantage point, the line of sight offered is terrible. Also, where are these guys coming from? Well, let's... Oh no, one of them's gonna hit the mine. Or not? Where are they going? They were staying over there and being alerted. Now the longer I play this game, the less I understand it. Alright. So, I remember what I was going to do. That tank seems to be perpetually annoyed, so I was going to take the... I was gonna smack him from far away with the Panzerfaust. That's what I was gonna do. It's over there. Watch, I get down to the bottom of the stairs, and it comes over here anyway. Also, something that just crossed my mind. We made it back to England and reported SOE after kind of going AWOL for a bit. And that ranger guy was all like, I follow orders, this is bullshit, rah, 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 rah. We didn't even get in trouble. We didn't even get a cutscene as to, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Also, we got shit on the... Man, I didn't hide any of the bodies. Oh, but they're gonna hit a mine. Supposedly, I think I could hit the tank from all the way over here. The red line means I'm aiming at a vehicle. Hunt? Man, vehicles spot you way too quickly. It's a tank. It's a tin can. I think I got him. Still the matter of finishing it off, though, which I may as well do sooner rather than later. Oh, finally, now that that tank isn't running around permanently angry. It's determined to kill the notorious resistance fanatic who operates in this village and cover himself in glory. Great, now because they're angry, that means the tank is angry again. No. Wait, it's moving. Bitch. Some guy just teleported behind me and spotted me. I'm angry. Angry. Maybe I'll stream this game again and just give a do a no shits playthrough where I'm not trying to be stealthy at all and I just run around with no silence, what do you... What is this game? Can't decide what he hates more, partisan ambushes or the sky raining angry Americans. You know, their heads kind of stabilize a bit when they recoil. they're a little more predictable. Now they wiggle. Oh, you know what?
This grass
There's
could
another
use some useful
Panzerfaust
cover.
right over here. What am I doing? I apologize for being so sour. It's just I've gotten this far while being super stealthy and not having too many issues, but suddenly it feels like I'm having issues constantly. Major Troutman is alerted. Oh, that's fun. Oh, that's real fun. So, alright. So I can't deal with the tank right now because then it'll alert Mr. Trout. Nice. I guess I'll just leave the damaged tank to trundle around as slowly as it possibly can. Alright. Alright.
One of the Nazis' AA turrets. I should make sure it can't do any more damage.
Can I destroy this one without alerting Mr. Trout? Well, the explosion seems to have alerted everyone in the neighborhood, except for Mr. Trout. I just need to be using these subsonic rounds. They're not detecting me if I use these. Spare not the subsonic ammunition. That's my biggest mistake. I'm doing that fucking hoarder mentality where I try to save it for later. Don't really need to. I have subsonic, use it. Refuses to suffer the shame of being taken alive, will fight to his last breath. Yeah, I'm just gonna drop him like that. I think we're gonna have a much less aggravating time if we just use subsonic rounds. We have a lot to work with, too. If anything, I think about it, given how this is a more short-range weapon, subsonic with silencer isn't really that big of a deal. Putting subsonic and, like, you know, silence, like, reducing your... What am I trying to say here? Is that this is probably the most effective weapon to use for dealing with these kinds of targets. Close range, yeah? I think it's even the quietest of the bigger rifles.
No more to find here.
He's looking forward to shooting his first American. Good for him. Wishes the Japanese had never brought the Americans into the war. Yeah. That's understandable. Who dis? Thinks the Americans trying to capture the bridges here will be in for a surprise. Guess there's somebody inside that building. Yeah, man, suddenly you switch ammunition, nobody's giving me any trouble. Stop moving. Don't stop moving there. Barely survived a resistance ambush in this very village. Way too casual. Man, suddenly this is going great.
Sounds like the Nazis have the bridge rigged to blow. Need to find and defuse the explosion.
Lieutenant Gruber, I refuse to allow the Americans a flanking approach to the town. You and your men are to prepare the necessary precautions to stop the bridge from falling into enemy hands. That bridge. We still have the crossing downriver, which is more easily defensible. This forces the enemy to fight at our pace. Set the charges. If the bridge becomes overrun, you are to detonate them. Report back once the task is completed. Oberleutnant Koering.
Sips before they cut off our advance. Something's not right. Bridge is barely even guarded. I should check for traps.
You just read a thing that tells you about the traps, Carl. It annoys
Sounds
me.
like the Nazis have the bridge rigged to blow. Need to find and defuse the explosives before they cut off our advance.
Yeah, you know
That's
that.
one. Now for the other.
You didn't sound... It didn't sound like it. You read it. You know it.
Explosives disarmed. Fireworks today. Now the Rangers can move up and fortify the area.
But will they? That's the real question. Now there are 3 snipers to kill. Oh, we only had to cover one bridge. If I knew that, I would have taken the bigger one. So, will the Rangers move up? Apparently there's... Oh, I see. That objective over there turned into this objective. I see, I see. I see. Thinks this invasion will easily be crushed now that it is here. Who? Whomstavid? Looking forward to looting gum and American chocolate from the dead U.S. Rangers here. Wonders why no one warned them about U.S. troops making glider assaults. Has every Nazi we've attacked so far been bald? I believe I've seen it stated that the regulation, like, haircut limit wasn't... They didn't have to completely shave their heads. It was like a couple centimeters of hair. Like 5, I think. When and where did I read that? I think it was something to do with Saving Private Ryan. Like, when they get like, when the wall comes down, they're all shouting at each other. Those guys in particular all had, like, near bald heads, and apparently it was somebody pointed out somewhere that they didn't have to do that. Planning to steal wristwatches and other personal belongings from dead enemies and sell them on the black market. Not many redeemable sorts around here, huh? A lot of scumbags.
Sounds like the Nazis have the bridge rigged to blow. Need to find and defuse the explosives before they cut off our advance.
You already found that, Carl. I swear, in the first mission, we acquired intel about a place, and he said something to the effect of, well, I already took care of that, so no big deal. Did they only record dialogue like that for the first mission and not any of the others? Because that's the impression I'm starting to get. Alright, you know what? This might be far enough away that I can use regular ammo to snipe some of these guys. Thinks these Americans have traveled very far just to be shot. He's like shivering. Be cold? What's the temperature usually like in France? Kind of going through the stairs there, Carl. Carl! Uh-oh. Well, is the game... I think the game just crashed. Yeah, I do believe the game is in the process of having itself a little crash. Yep, there it goes. Which so far it has failed to do while I'm streaming. Off stream? It's crashed many times. On stream, that's the first time it's done it. Very stable and well-made product, this game. Mm-hmm. Very good, yes. Well, at least the autosaves are still working. Should still be good to just pop right in. You know, even though that first section I really dragged my ass around on and, you know, kept getting angry about, this might be the shortest mission I've ever managed to complete. What am I trying to say here? This mission might take the least amount of time to complete.
Nothing else.
Do any vehicles come through here?
I want what he's carrying.
He's got an item of some kind. Is terrified that at last the enemy invasion has come. Buy stolen bicycles from a friend posted to a nearby weapons factory. Ah! Well, there goes a bunch of subsonic ammunition. Just be patient and wait for people to stop moving. Body found. Is relieved that at last the enemy invasion has come. Haven't found any poison yet. Maybe the poison is something I need to acquire around where that guy is holed up. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna start making my way down that way. We gotta figure this guy out. I haven't found any poison, so I'll have to assume that there's poison on site. I can't remember if I mentioned it at the previous stream or if it was only after that that I recently started looking into it, but I've suddenly been introduced to the wealth of Fallout 4 conversion mods that people are attempting to make.
This grass could make some useful cover.
And that Fallout London's is getting a major announcement soon that may well be its release, so... Yeah, I think I did talk about this before. I need to get to DLC. Yeah, I played 4 one time, and I would rate it as the least compelling Fallout game. It looks better than the others, but that's all it's got going for it. Gameplay and story-wise, it's crap. Well, maybe gameplay's a more mixed bag. No, the gameplay is crap because they took all the RPG stuff
Can't
out of
find
it.
anything else.
Let's not be needlessly charitable. One thing I've noticed across the board with all of these, like, conversion mods is that every single one of them is bringing skills back, as well as
Another glider.
normal dialogue
I
trees.
should check the wreckage for survivors.
It's almost as if fans know what's better for the series than Bethesda. Who'd have thought? Rabbit's foot. Superstitions persist throughout the military forces on both sides, with soldiers always looking to boost their chances of survival any way they can on the battlefield. Airborne infantry need all the luck they can get, dropping into an active war zone from 30,000 feet in the air, under heavy fire from enemy flak. Many of them don't make it to the ground in one piece. Despite the dangers they face, they've been a decisive force in the Allied invasion of Normandy, with over 13,000 elite paratroopers landing behind enemy lines on D-Day alone, laying the groundwork for the beach assaults. Yeah. Wonders who it was that told him France was a soft and safe posting.
Meinst du, Trautmann ist durchgedreht?
Er war schon immer paranoid. Aber dieser verrückte Jäger hat ihn mit Namen angesprochen. Kein Wunder, dass er gereizt ist.
Gereizt? Der hat Todesangst, der verlässt nicht mal das Haus. Moritz meinte, er traut sich nicht mal ans Fenster zu gehen.
Angeblich hat er dem, der den Resistance-Mistkerl erledigt, eine Medaille versprochen.
Meinst du, du wirst ein Held? Ja, viel Glück. Ich will lieber meinen Kopf behalten. Ha, Feigling.
You know, that'd be really cool if while we're sneaking around here, we saw this resistance guy. Like, also sneaking around, like, hitting Nazis. I bet all those rangers back there from the landing fell asleep. Yeah, let's... Forgot about that tank. Or is that a different tank? Nope, same tank. Ah, fuck me. Huh? Alright. Who the fuck at the end of the goddamn earth is looking at me? Crouch! Get your ass down! Stop standing up! Sometimes he'll go prone and then he'll immediately launch back up to his feet. Because I guess he's getting a cramp or something. Come on. You are so goddamn far away. Stop it. Jeez. Can I even get in from back here? I can't. Thinks Zafir is a fool if he is he. Huh? The Fuhrer is a fool is he says this isn't the real Allied invasion. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay, we got one guy who believes it and one guy who don't. I'm going to save again before I try to shoot him with this weapon, and he suddenly... No, we good.
Nothing else to find.
There we go.
Den Teil verschweigen Sie einem, wenn man zur Armee geht.
Werden Sie Botenjunge, wie Ihren paranoiden Vorgesetzten, der sich vor französischen Hunden versteckt. Das bringt einen nicht gerade in patriotische Stimmung.
Wären die Treppen nicht, hätte ich kein Problem damit. Aber wenigstens komme ich so nicht an die Front.
Irgendwann muss Trautmann das Büro doch mal verlassen. Er kann da nicht ewig drin bleiben.
Da wäre ich mir nicht so sicher. Gestern hat er eine spezielle Lieferung erhalten. Anscheinend richtet er sich da häuslich ein.
Eine spezielle Lieferung? Was denn? Brandy? Scotch? Zigarren?
Nein, 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 was viel Wertvolleres. Einen Eimer.
Einen Eimer? Was ist denn daran?
Sitting in a bucket?
What's he carrying?
He's made some friends with the French people who live in the village. Hopes that will help him stay alive. That kind of makes it sound like he only made friends with them just so he might live, but... I'll knock that one out. Oh, come on. I've yet to see or hear anything that would tell me how to poison the guy. Huh? The arrow was over there. It said that it was like that guy was seeing me. He's behind a building. There are 2 walls between me and him. Let's see if I can lure this one over. Wait, he already moved away. Fuck. We gotta be exceptionally careful here, too, because if we alert Troutman, we're not gonna poison him. We got to be very, very, very careful. Subsonic rounds for the win.
That's all. You never know what a body can be hiding.
That resistance fanatic out there hunting down anyone wearing a uniform, you need to be more careful. Did you hear he's been taking trophies from his kills? Trophies! The barbarity of it all. Lucky for me, I've got Zoller watching my back from his perch above the bistro. There's no way that madman is getting anywhere near me. You, however, are in the thick of it. Do me a favor. If the worst does come to worst and he takes my prized possessions, avenge me and get them back. Not having some dirty Frenchman touching my stuff. Stay safe, and Nicho. Helps he'll at least have a quick death.
So, Troutman's only leaving his hideaway to take food deliveries, huh? Well, if I can get to that food before he does, I can make sure it's to die for.
Oh, see? Look at that. It's a bottle of poison. Hunting. Enemy hunting. Okay, the person who's hunting is on the other side of the world.
Undankbare Franzmänner. Ich komme den weiten Weg aus Berlin, um ihr Leben zu verbessern. Und das kriege ich dafür? Die sollen sich zum Teufel scheren.
Wait, I have poison.
Unverfroren dieser sogenannte Jäger ist.
I picked up poison, didn't I?
Zivilisiert. Genau dieses animalische Verhalten muss ausgemerzt werden. Ja, ich muss ein Exempel an ihm statuieren.
Did I not pick up a bottle of poison right here? Yeah, the bottle's gone.
Ich sie in 1000 Stücke schneiden. Ja, und dann verbrennen. Dann mische ich Salz drunter und streue die Asche auf ihre Felder, damit nichts mehr wächst. Ich sollte sie für diese Unverfrorenheit abschlachten und ihre dreckigen kleinen Hütten niederbrennen. Und das wäre für diese Tiere immer noch zu gut.
I kind of missed most of his rant because I was being annoyed by my sudden disappearance of my poison.
Verstecken und darauf warten, dass ich einen Fehler mache. Meinen unfähigen Männern ist er schon vorbeigekommen. Was war das?
I've picked up 2 bottles of poison and they're not in my inventory?
Sehe ich ihnen noch drohe. Sie beschützen diese elende Bestie. Leugnen, dass es ihn gibt. Abschauen. Ich finde, die sind alle gleichermaßen schuldig.
Do I need to get multiple bottles?
Dieser Mörder wird mich nicht ausstechen. Ich bin viel zu wichtig, um zu sterben. Ja, ich muss leben, damit ich nach Deutschland zurück kann.
Is the game bugging out on me again? I think the game's bugging out on me
Er hat
again.
gesagt, ich wäre sein nächstes Ziel. Also, wo zur Hölle ist er? Vielleicht hat er aufgegeben. Vielleicht habe ich ihn verscheucht. Nein, er will nur, dass ich das denke. Jemand lässt diesen dreckigen Franzosen bestimmt Informationen zukommen.
I'm gonna do a quick reload from before I entered this fucking house. Or... Oh, here we go.
Die sollen sich zum Teufel scheren. Wie unverfroren dieser
What type of poison is
Jäger
this?
ist. Wie unzivilisiert. Genau dieses animalische Verhalten muss ausgemerzt werden. Ja, ich muss ein Exempel an ihm statuieren. Wenn Sie die Leiche dieser Ratte bringen, lasse ich sie in 1000 Stücke schneiden. Ja, und dann verbrennen. Dann mische ich Salz drunter und streue die Asche auf
He's
ihre
got all the
Felder,
fancy
damit
little
nichts mehr
shoulder
wächst.
ropes. Huh? What? He died and just got back. What is wrong with this game? What is wrong with the game? Ah!
Um ihr Leben zu verbessern. Und das kriege ich dafür? Die sollen sich zum Teufel scheren. Wie unverfroren dieser sogenannte Jäger ist. Wie unzivilisiert. Genau dieses animalische...
Try dying this time, please. Thank you.
Ja, ich muss ein Exempel an ihm statuieren. Wenn Sie die Leiche dieser Ratte bringen, lasse ich sie in 1000 Stücke schneiden. Ja, und dann verbrennen. Dann mische ich Salz drunter und streue die Asche auf ihre Felder, damit nichts mehr wächst.
Okay, please don't do that again. I would like to move on. He did it. He did it again.
Undankbare Franzmänner.
Just in case anyone forgot, in order to unlock the weapon, I need to kill him with the poison, but he seems to be
Zu verbessern.
immune to the poison?
Die sollen sich zum Teufel scheren.
Maybe if I hide this body he's trying to investigate?
Unzivilisiert. Genau dieses animalische Verhalten muss ausgemerzt werden. Ja, ein Exempel an ihm statuieren.
Remember, don't put unconscious ones in the boxes, but put... Alright, now that there's nobody for him to immediately go run out and wake up, maybe he can die this time? Just a thought? I'd like to get my pistol.
Was war das? Diese unzivilisierten französischen Mistkerle. So sehr ich ihnen auch drohe, sie beschützen diese elende Bestie. Leugnen, dass es ihn gibt. Abschaum. Ich finde, die sind alle gleichermaßen schuldig. Dieser Mörder wird mich nicht ausstechen. Ich bin viel zu wichtig, um zu sterben. Ja, ich muss leben, damit ich nach Deutschland zurück kann. An Hitlers Seite.
Alright, please die this time.
Troutman's dead. It's one less name on the list, and one less link in the Nazi chain of command.
What? Did his body go through the floor? It did! Sniper Elite 5 is an incredibly well put together and, you know, very complete experience. Definitely not Bethesda-like at all. Is Rebellion the type of studio that will fix weird bugs in their games? They're not at a Bethesda level, right? They will fix stuff like this. I mean, it was funny. It's strange, though. He kept... So long as that guy was unconscious beneath the window, he just kept getting back up. But the moment I put the body somewhere he couldn't get to it, he would fully die. What was that key for? It was probably just for the door. It's not like there's anything in here.
There he is. Time to take him down.
Father died at Verdun in the last war. This country now rightfully belongs to Germany. Yep, I got my Model D. Let's get rid of the sniper first, then we can... Great spot for sniping. Hopes none of the locals will be hurt in the crossfire here. Ah, there's a good one. We'll knock him out. Uh-oh. Oh, look, some rangers actually tried to do something and failed miserably. They failed so badly we don't have any information on them. SOE purged their records and Carl can't figure out who they were. And that panicked that guy for some reason, even though there was no way he could have heard the shot. Could probably get some more distance on this guy. If I do my shots at over 100, I can get mastery for the weapon and get that cloth wrap. Alright, hopefully nobody will bother your rest. Oh, not to mention the first bug where I picked up, before I even tried to kill the guy, where I picked up both bottles of poison and the game was like, you don't have any poison. And I had to do the quick save reflush dance in order to get the game to realize that I was... Alright, yeah, that guy's gotta die. He's too observant and he keeps bothering me. Ugh. I think moving the fan further on that little higher spot is definitely improving the air circulation. Get up. Alright, wait for the tank to calm down. It's moving. Ah, fuck, and it was stationary before, too. I don't have any armor-piercing rounds. Shoot. Okay, it's stationary again.
Be harder to spot me in that grass.
Is it still putzing around? Yes, it is, I think. I don't think these will actually kill it, though. See, you need AP to deal with these in the back. Do I still have that other... I think there's still... Yeah, there's still the other Panzerfaust in this thing over here. I guess that's what I gotta use. It'll be noisy, but it's what I gotta do. Oh, you know, while I'm in the neighborhood, how's about that Model D? Standard ammo penetrates helmets. Well, ain't that special. Adopted by the Wehrmacht after occupying France, it's controllable, and its 7.65 rounds can penetrate helmets. Of pistol caliber, of course. I can rifle it or do the overpressure thing. Got extended magazines of various types. Now that almost looks like it fits there. At least the back bit does. The fucking handhold bit sticks out so far. In fact, all of them stick out far like that. That just looks weird. The grip take looks stupid. Quick draw screws with aim stability. But this one fucks with accuracy. .3 .380 power conversion. What does a .380 look like? .380 ACP. Okay, it looks like that. Other names for .380 ACP include .380 Auto, 9x17, 9mm Browning, 9mm Cordo, 9mm Kurtz, 9mm Short. So it's 9mm. Huh. Okay. Heavy bolt takes some of that recoil away. Give me the power conversion. Oof. I don't like putting camo on guns either. Good lord, that suppressor's massive. Aim speed still above 100%. And stability ain't that bad. I like this. Oh, and there's a resistance cache over there I haven't checked out yet, actually. Oh, I haven't even gone that way yet. Okay, so... yeah, I don't think... I kind of want to go back over there to check and see if there's a workbench. Actually, you know what? I'll bet there's a workbench over here and a workbench in here. Let's not go backtracking just yet. It's too early to go digging stuff up. Also, I guess dealing with those few vehicles we did deal with stopped any more from coming through. I thought those were always like a constant. That person heard, so they might come over here looking. They're coming to look. Right. Wait till they stop. Shoot smart. So when it said normal bullets penetrate helmets, does that apply only to regular bullets? Do subsonics still not penetrate? I wonder. Reloads nice and fast.
An AA gun. I should take it out. Help the rest of the boys in the air.
I'll help the boys in the air by taking out this AA gun that hasn't been manned for a whole 2.5 hours. A soldier unknown. Oh shit, I'm out of satchel charges. Well, fuck, I need to... Oh, you know what? There's gonna be one in here somewhere. See, yeah. Yeah, they make it... May as well just have the fucking things already planted when we get here. It's just, there's always satchel charges immediately nearby.
Skies are safer now. This'll come in very useful.
First half of the map is 100% clear. What's this? Vengeance is nigh. Beckendorf, Muir, Troutman, those Nazi bastards, they took everything from me. I'll never forgive them as long as I live. I'll see them and all their kind pay for their crimes in blood. The rest of the resistance are too busy taking orders from their masters across the channel. They become tour guides to the Americans, keeping them supplied with guns and information. Cowards. They've gone soft. I've got Troutman's attention now. Kill more of his men, leave more messages for him, to really make him fear for his life. He'll beg for death before the end. Alright, well. I guess I found the shadow. What were they calling him? The shadow? Found his gun, but no trace of the man himself. The RSC.
There's the second sniper.
Is enjoying giving the Americans a warm welcome to France. Doing that, I could have... Whoop. Well, let's go check this resistance cache. I get the feeling this is actually not going to be like an actual cache. Well, maybe it is, but it's also going to be like a start point. Yep. Can I go to that house? It's kind of off the map. Okay, no, I can't. A chest-high wagon is in the way. Vinny's streaming. Man, that man is too unpredictable. I try to catch as many of his streams as I can these days, and I swear the last couple times he's done it, I've been streaming or busy. I miss the old days when he streamed every night, and it was a surprise when he didn't stream. Back then, I didn't feel bad if I missed a stream.
Third sniper confirmed. Let's finish this. Ours now. Nazis won't be able to take it back without a fight.
Be nice if the Rangers actually moved up as we completed objectives. But no, they're just... Just let Carl do all the work. It's glad for some action at last, after too much boring guard duty.
Target's not done yet. Just a bit more to go. Job's not done yet. Still gotta finish. Job.
Soldiers of the Allied Expeditionary Force, why do you wage against the peace-loving forces of the Reich? Your superiors have lied to you! We are... War, not you! Surrender now, and we will be merciful!
Was mit den Amerikanern passiert ist?
Mit denen, die über die Brücke wollten? Ich hab sie schreien gehört.
Zoller spielt gerne mit seinem Essen. Ich glaube, es macht ihm Spaß, sie leiden zu sehen.
Das hat schon seinen Sinn. Er lässt sie am Leben, um zu sehen, ob ihre Kameraden sie vielleicht töten wollen. Statistisch funktioniert aber.
Nice little house all by its lonesome. Aha! There'll be a workbench in here. Stolen medals. A collection of medals taken from dead Nazi soldiers. The battlefield becomes a grim treasure hunt for its combatants given enough time. Occupied resistance forces will sometimes take trophies from those they've killed to spread fear among the Nazis occupying the region. With the Allied invasion progressing further inland, the locals who have suffered under the Nazis for years are taking their chance for revenge while they can. While they still can. Yeah, plenty of partisan activity going on in the modern day as well. Yes. Yeah. I've mentioned it before, but I'm always checking in every day on how the war in Ukraine's going, and as the drive south into Kherson keeps going on, I keep seeing more and more bold activities being reported from partisans there in Crimea. Ah, it's good to hear. SMG stealth supplies. Okay, I can just completely remove the stock, which looks stupid. Have I mentioned that I hate the stock options for the Thompson in this game? Because I hate them. Wow, if you choose to stick with the standard, it really hurts you, doesn't it? Look at how much more accurate it is, and stable. Wait a minute. Recoil recovery is faster. What? Maybe I just bite on this one. At least we'll eventually be able to get the appropriate Tommy grip. Man, that really kills your muzzle velocity, this one. This one I'll put the magazine pouch. Don't worry about the others for now. Keeps doing that. Ah, fuck it. Switch me into this weapon. Hate it when that happens. Blah. Stop doubling. Stop it! Alright, all that's left is the rifle workbench. Which, as I stated before, I'm suspecting is going to be over this way, because pretty sure it's not over here. It's not going to be back that way. It's either over here, in this area, up here, or perhaps more likely up here. Nah, we went and alerted him, so... The lockpicking started before the animation did. Resistance fanatic located. To Officer Schneider. Reports have confirmed the location of the resistance zealot who has been massacring our men, and who has been making direct threats to my own life. They're hiding in an old water mill along the river crossing. No doubt they have a stockpile of munitions hidden there somewhere. Your actions in the line of duty these last few days have been exceptional, and I can think of nobody better suited to lead a squad of our finest men to put this rabid dog down. I want him dead by the end of the day. Maybe they did get him. Nice shot. Ranger's probably going to feel embarrassed when they finally get moving, and it's like, yeah, he kind of killed everyone before we got here. And it's like, no, you were here, you just didn't do anything. I just can't help but I know it's how this game works, but I just can't help but think to my first World War II game experiences with Medal of Honor, and then I played the first Call of Duty, and it was just like, man, there's other people in this war, it's not just me. Not that there weren't the Medal of Honor, it's just that they tended to suffer from spontaneous heart attacks or die from a stiff breeze. It's heard there's an unofficial reward for killing the notorious fanatic. Wishes he'd left for America with his cousin when he offered him a job there in 1938. Wooden bullets are quieter than regular bullets, but not as quiet as subsonic. Should have tossed a mine down or something. Yeah, they woke him up. But hasn't heard from his cousin serving in a unit in Guernsey and is starting to get worried. I might have let that one live too if he wasn't such a bitch. Is just glad to finally be fighting again after weeks of latrine duty. Well, Chief, it's only gonna get worse for you. Sounded like a dying frog for a second there. You sounded weird. Maybe not like a frog. I don't know what a dying frog sounds like. Frog? Who dat? Thinks these Americans are crazy, crash landing into the battle in gliders. You know, I normally like stained glass windows in churches, but is it normal for all of the windows to be exactly the same? This cathedral's cheap. I should have torn the whole thing down. Go back to sleep. Wonders if the Americans are as brave as they always are in the movies. Whoa. I think there's gonna be something fun up here in the tower. Other than a body? Heard the officers talking in fear about the notorious resistance fanatic who's on the loose in the area. Needing to test himself in battle against the new American enemies. Zero out of 10. You were shit. Well, that's this town cleared out. No sign of another workbench as of yet. And somebody should go wake the Rangers up and tell them to, like, get moving. Yeah, that house is across, like, the map boundary. Probably can't go over there. No, come. single bandage. And a med kit. What's the objective I'm nearby? Investigate the crash glider. Locate radio operator. Oh, is that how I wake up the Rangers and tell them to get their asses moving?
I'm closer to getting the job done. Target's not dealt with yet. Making progress, though. I'm making progress. Target's not dealt with yet, though.
So after the early mission vitriol wore out, it got real simple around here, huh?
The radio operator's glider, but he's not here. And neither's his kit. Nazis must have taken him alive. Got to find him.
What makes you so sure they've taken him alive? They could have just taken the radio. Tracks lead away from glider to trenches. Okay. Knows these Americans will never be as terrifying as the Reds in the Eastern Front. Which is true.
Combat's going to be tight in the trenches.
Yeah, no kidding. Doesn't want to die in this small French village. Now we're managing so far. Has declared to the barracks that he will make... Whoop! Oh, for fuck off! Excuse me, I'm trying to be sneaky here, and I'm also trying to make sure whether or not you're an acceptable target. For other than obvious reasons. So if you would please stay, if you would not turn like an asshole. Regret ever leaving. Fuck off? Fuck off. Fuck off. Alright, you know what? I can't read whatever he's talking about. I'm just gonna kill him. Fuck this guy. Fuck you.
No more to
It's like you don't even want to live. Also accidentally opened up the fucking console. Denker, I know you're desperate to get stuck into the Americans, but they're not the only threat out there. The Resistance menace has been picking off our men one by one. We haven't been able to contact Schubert's squad since yesterday, so he could well have struck again. On top of that, we think they may be using weapons taken from our armory. I don't know how they manage such a thing, but from now on the doors are to be wait, wrong one. Major Troutman, I was unable to break the prisoner. These Americans are a lot tougher than they look. However, the field maps he had on his person and the reports coming in from the front lines all point to one thing. The enemy is beginning to move their tanks further inland. Dispenser-d'oeuvre is just as valuable to them as it is to us. They will be coming in loud and heavy. Luckily for us, the stockpile of Panzerfaust stored in the village should be more than enough to hold them back. We will continue to hold the line and await further orders. Yeah, I really need to get... Oh my god, who's this? Doesn't really understand what is happening anymore, just wants all the explosions and shouting to stop and live a quiet life as a librarian. You may just get to do that before the digital age swoops in another 20 or 30 years and it all starts going on the computers. Considering how this game handles, like, friendly AI, I'm guessing this guy isn't going to be alive.
Looks like there was a struggle. Wonder if this bunker is where our radio operator is being held.
Blast it open, or we get a key. Still thinking about the girl he met on leave in Paris. I'm told that holding the town is the key to defeating the whole invasion.
Depenser-d'oeuvre. The Germans won't give it up without a fight. We'll take this village by any means necessary.
Is there anything to do with... There's nothing to do with Operation Kraken here, is there? We kind of went back to the mainland after disrupting the plans for it, and then... What exactly?
Now this guy's got something I want.
It's been in France since the Blitzkrieg refuses to surrender. His faith in the Fuhrer's wonder weapons program will win Germany the war before the month is over.
Nearly out of bullets.
Nice aim, bitch.
Was wohl daheim gerade los ist.
Didn't see that. Alright, it's that guy. Okay, good.
Can't find anything else.
Adding people at this point is kind of silly. I'll keep it up. Yeah, I think maybe I could clear this mission in another half hour. Definitely be quicker than the every others I think I've done. Every others I think I've done. Yes, words. Alright, let's go figure out who this is tucked away over here. Competing with Solar. I think I killed Zoller too. Alright, is this guy alive? I'm betting no. Not with this much blood loss. Yeah, there he is. There wasn't a chance with how this game has been so far that he was going to be alive. Carl has nothing to say about nothing to say about it. All right. Okay, all that's left is the village itself. I think we stopped seeing and hearing flak in the sky a while ago. Oh no, wait, no, never mind. Oop. Thinks this village is a lot like the one he grew up in. Thinks anyone who wants to negotiate with the enemy should be shot. Well, I do believe we've found the last workbench. Perfect. Another starting spot. Interesting amount of shouting he did on the way down. Fluent in French. Is starting to work on a plan to hide amongst the locals as a civilian to avoid being killed by the Americans. Rejected. Padlock on the other side, of course. Alright, so either we have to go all the way around or we have to climb in through a window, I'm betting.
Bridge is as safe as it's gonna get. Nazis have barricaded the bridge. Rangers are pinned down. Got to clear the way.
What was that? Mortars are zeroed on the bridge. Connect the barricade explosives. Here we are. Those, like, the bit where, like, the paint or the plaster was chipped away, I thought was, like, the white used to indicate when you could climb into something. Rifle magazine mods. Which, funnily enough, does not come with any magazines for this weapon. Does come with a new sight, though, the M84. Modern for its time, with a good range of zoom levels, the M84 is often found on specialized American rifles. Aim stability is a little less. Poor visibility, slower aim time, multiple zoom options, very high zoom. Well, let's give it a look. Please stop doing that. If I didn't alter the weapon, it doesn't need to be reloaded. Because then it needs to double reload for some reason. Come on. Stab it. Did it say its visibility was bad? The visibility on this ain't bad. I checked the workbench again, just to be sure, but I also don't want to fucking have to reload all of my guns again. Well, it's not very stealthy, but it is also a flare gun. You have to use the explosives. Oh, is it a tank? Oh. Well, shoot, I blew my load a little early, didn't I? Oh, you fucking ran the guy over. Bruised him. Knows it's not too late to defeat the Allies and win the war. This scope is amazing. Doesn't believe the stories about working with the Japanese on a secret project.
Viel zu still. Das gefällt mir nicht.
His cousins has been missing in action for a week. Suspects he's dead. I'm guessing that was an extra S. Who's this back here? What's going on? Where'd I drop that Panzerfaust? Would have been up here, wouldn't it?
Damn it. Almost out of ammo. Guess I grabbed everything useful.
Somebody had a bit of a spill here. All right, come on. Come on. You're all gonna come out like that? You're all gonna surround me like that? I could have survived it, but you're still mucking with my, like, stealth lingo here. Where's my Panzerfaust? I dropped it on the ground here. Does the game not remember that? Or have I not used it yet?
Okay, stealth's out the window.
Sadly, you can't stealthily take out a tank.
Nothing else.
No, that's not what I wanted you to do. Put it down.
Findet ihn!
To know where these wonder weapons are that are gong to win Germany the war. Gong? Woke up to find his best friend had deserted in the night. Is angry he didn't wake him up and take him with him.
Enemy knows we've got Shermans incoming. There's got to be a Panzerfaust nearby.
Give this guy a chance to go find his friend and ask him what the fuck. cousin.
Ich hab was gesehen.
Panzerfaust.
No, fuck off. You do not spot me from the inside of a tank faster than an adult with functioning eyes does in the middle of the open. That's not how vision and line of sight works. Ow. Exfiltrate, and I can do it from 3 different points, which seems odd to me, but alright, whatever. Hey, look, it's all the lazy people who didn't bother to help.
We should go, Monsieur Shadow. If we want to reach the research
When did you
facility
get here?
by nightfall, we need to leave now.
You coming with us, Charlie?
Orders are to stay here. Resistance liaison with our American friends.
Glad to have you aboard.
You take care.
See you in Paris. Le Grand Café Rue de Beaujolais. I'll buy you a pastis.
You can count on it.
Fair bird. Good hunting.
And you.
Was that the guy who was bitching and moaning before? I can't tell, because I've only seen him 2 different times. Briefly.
Despens-sur-Douve liberated. Axis forces pushed back. Thanks to Lieutenant Fairburn, US Rangers able to advance.
Möller, Despens-sur-Douve ist gefallen. Unser Nachschub ist abgeschnitten.
Das ändert nichts. Wir schaffen es auch ohne Testdaten. An der Startanlage ist alles, was wir brauchen. Vogel, treffen Sie die nötigen Vorkehrungen. Wir fahren in einer Stunde.
So a little rough in the beginning until I realized I shouldn't be saving my subsonic ammo. And then everything was good in the middle, and then kind of a weird way to end it by making me destroy a tiger tank, which is one of the least silent, is something that is completely impossible to do silently because people in tanks have super senses. Have I mentioned that vehicles in this game are weird? Specifically armored vehicles, because they are. What's this? All intelligence points at Kraken's command center being inside the facility's inner bunker. Infiltrate the interior of the base and put a stop to whatever Obergruppenführer Muller's plan is. That'll be another day, of course. What weapon did I unlock? Was it rifle? Said I unlocked something. Oh, we got this. We unlocked the Sten. Quiet SMG with great options. And be the judge of that. Same cosmetics, usual receiver options, usual foregrip options, stock, of course. Oh, that looks nice. Slap a bit of wood on it. I mean, it says great options, but these are all options I've seen on everything else. That just looks goofy. I've never seen a Sten with a scope on it. Well, that's all stuff I'll mess with on my own time. So, yeah. This was a quiet stream. Certainly was. But, yeah, that's just some... It's interesting with this game. Every other stream is really quiet and nobody and I don't see nobody. And then the other streams, like, I see at least one person saying hi. Normally with a game, it's either I see people all the time or I see people none of the time. But this game, it's just all over the place. Now, all that's left to unlock is the Type 14 Nambu and the RSC 1918. Looking forward to that. So, that's it. I'm gonna go now. Take care. Hope to see you next time. All that good stuff.